My. It was this mayor, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, was he set up? I want you to take a look at some of these clips and I want you to come to your own conclusions. Watch this.
Let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We got a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted.
Now, as you can see here, here's a statement, the indictment against New York City Mayor Eric Adams unsealed. Listen, they're saying that he allegedly pressured the fire department of New York to approve the opening of a new Turkish consular. He's allegedly stealing public funds, on and on. And so, of course, they indicted him on 5 federal public corruption charges, but he doesn't sound like a criminal to me. It doesn't seem like this Democrat, mind you. Eric Adams is a Democrat. It doesn't seem like he's going with the immigration narrative, right? Just welcoming them in like other Democrat leadership is doing. Could it be because he's bringing people together? It actually sounds like Trump on that part there. He doesn't want that overrunning of the immigration. And man, can you believe he's a Democrat and they're doing this to
Fellow New
him?
Yorkers,
So
You
let's
look
go ahead and
guilty.
look
it
into
is now
this.
my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes.
Fill your
If so,
jail.
these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target. And a target I became.
You big
For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner looking for documents from 20 years ago. Just 1 week after he joined my administration.
Same thing happened to Trump.
Enough.
Yeah.
I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent.
Now, let's continue on here. Of course, we're gonna. I mean, if you just read it for yourself, it's kind of unbelievable what's happening to him. It does sound like what happened to Trump, but he didn't get the 34 felony counts. He just got 5. So, of course, these things are alleged, and I don't know what happened. But before we get into this last clip, we do want to let you know and share with you some of our thoughts, and that is the federal government. Not all of the federal government is okay. Not all of the federal government is non tyrannical. There are portions of the federal government that are tyrannical and they are working for a certain entity. We'll say it like that. And there is such a thing as a conspiracy, okay? Meaning that there's one or two or more individuals or entities working together for a nefarious purpose. If these things happened in high school, right, on a smaller level, why are people so frantic when it happens on a larger scale? I don't know exactly what's going on in the Eric Adams case, but it does smell like he is being set up. I mean, Would they have said the same thing if he was welcoming to the immigrants? Is he someone that they cannot control, and that's why they are placing these charges on him? Or did he do it? Let's take a look at this last clip. Shout out to the Hodge twins. I got these clips from them. We appreciate them for their hard work. And let's look at this last clip, and you can decide for yourself.
Look at the flights. That's what they want to talk about. The travel, the expenses. The flight they talk about, that free flight, is in 2017. 7 years ago, 5 years before he's the mayor. There's nothing improper, illegal, or wrong about that. But they don't want you to look at that too long. So they go over to their board, and they showed you that chart. They have the columns, the places. You know what they didn't really explain to all of you? Those were upgrades. Those were upgrades on airlines with open seats. That's what airlines do. They do it every day. They do it for VIPs. They do it for Congress people. They're empty seats. It costs the airlines nothing. That's what airlines do. And so that's what they want to talk about because they want to tarnish him. They want to tarnish him in your eyes. So then they shift to the campaign contributions. And I don't know if you noticed, but they don't have Eric Adams doing anything. He's not taking in the money. There's no email or text message in the indictment that has him doing anything, taking in any money. What they say is that some staffer says sometime later that he knew. He knew that some of the money was foreign money. That's the case. Let me tell you.
So, as you can see, Eric Adams himself did not take in any money. So, I know that some people think, you know what, all you got to do is just make sure that they can't prove anything because the burden of proof is on those that are prosecuting him. And in this case, if he has a judge that is corrupt, and unfortunately, we do have to say that, okay? Unfortunately, there is a multiple tiered justice system, not just one, okay? And sometimes justice is not blind, right? Sometimes there are unjust weights and balances, which, if you remember what the Bible says about it, is an abomination to God. God hates that. So if the scales tip in the direction of him getting a corrupt judge, of course, the judge will be judged by the judge of all judges. But this man may face an unlikely and unexpected scenario for him. So please keep him in your prayers and let the truth continue to be spoken and let liberty continue to be proclaimed. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.